Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. So it is super early in the morning. I've just woke up. I've just gone on some of the Warhammer community fan sites and I've been given a link to the Warhammer community site for an event which happened last night. For me it was in the early hours of the morning because it was happening in America. It was called Nova Open, and there was a GW panel where they were going to show off all new stuff. There was no cameras allowed in at all, or anything like that. So you couldn't take pictures, cameras, nothing. But as soon as the event finished, the Warhammer community website put basically everything that they showed off on the site. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go through this article, I'm going to speak about it, going to show off all this awesome new cool stuff, going to talk about all this awesome new cool stuff, because there's so much cool stuff now that's going to be coming out. I'm so excited. So let's jump in and let's get started. So one of the big things they shown off at the actual event was the Necromunda game, and what I'm going to do now, I'm going to play the Necromunda trailer, because they've actually put a trailer on now and it looks incredible. It looks absolutely, I actually want to do a video separate for this, but I thought it's not worth it. Watch this trailer now, it is amazing.
In Necromunda's Hive Primus, the lower you go, the less your life is worth. Up top you got the lords and the ladies, all those rich hivers and grok stuffers who can afford to breathe clean air. Beneath them are the houses, us poor scummers who do all the work. We're the ones who toil in the smoke of the manufactories. We turn blood and iron into profit. Most of us have never even seen the stars. House gangs wage war down here, among the bounty hunters, the chemical sump pools and the unfiltered air. It's where we set all our grudges, ganging up against raving zealots and their cults, against mutants crawling out of the shadows, against the rich hivers that exploit us. But mostly ganging up against each other. No honour amongst thieves down here. No honour at all, come to think of it. Just thieves. Welcome to the Underhive! Just thieves.
Well, oh, that trailer was, I loved it. I just loved the music. The music got me so pumped. All showing off all the models. We got to see the actual board it was on. Some more of the models. I know a lot of people watched my previous video about Necromunda where it was shown off at the Forge World event, and I got some nice close-up pictures and all that kind of stuff of the models. It was a really great event. If you haven't already, go and check out that video. There's some more information in there. But yeah, Necromunda is coming. It is coming, and it's coming out in November, so not too far away. I thought it would be coming out next year. So we've only got a couple of months now till we actually get another board game, and I'm definitely going to be getting it. I wasn't really into Necromunda when it was out. I was a bit too young for that actual game, but now that it's rebranded, well, I'm not saying rebranded, now that it's coming out as a new release and all these like new fancy models and stuff, I'm definitely going to jump in. I definitely think I'm going to make my own little gang in there, maybe call it the Valrakians or something or something cool like that. But yes, Necromunda, it was amazing. What do you think of that trailer? That trailer got me so pumped. The music in there nearly blew my eardrums out. It was amazing. Absolutely just fantastic. I love how GW is now. You can probably tell my voice how so excited I am through all this news. You know, GW, it's just they're just doing amazing things. The team that they've got in the community is just fantastic. Props to them for that. Come on, it's just amazing. Okay, before I lose my mind, let me move on to the next big news from the event, because there's actually quite a lot of stuff came out. I'm probably going to lose my voice by the end of this video. So let's quickly move on to the next bit. So the next big news to come out of the event is Chapter Approved. Now, for those of you who don't know what Chapter Approved is, it's basically a new book dedicated to bringing new rules to the tabletop in 40k. So one of the big rules, which I noticed in the article, was we're going to trial some new rules to allow you to design your very own Land Raider variants. Land Raider variants. We can design our own Land Raider variants and field these behemoths in the battlefield of the 41st millennium. So this sounds super exciting. So I can basically go in and design my own Valrakian Mark II Land Raider variant and just have like all the DACA on it and just blow things completely away on the battlefield. This sounds super fun. There's other things they mentioned. An expansion for Apocalypse games for Warhammer 40,000 is going to be in the book, which is really welcome for me, because me and a couple of VM guys are planning to do a Apocalypse game around Christmas time this year at Warhammer World. So if the book's out before then and it gives us like really good rules for it, then that's going to be a huge bonus for us. Guidelines on running a planetary invasion campaign. Updated match play points for dozens of units and weapons across every army. Loads of new missions for open narrative and match play. So as you can see there, you know, this book, and that's only a couple of the bullet points. It says here amongst other things. So this book is definitely going to be definitely a big buy for me when it comes out. I'm definitely getting into the tabletop scene now, proper fuller. So this book is definitely going to be added to my collection, probably to yours as well if you're into tabletop, because this is going to add loads of new stuff for us. And on the back end of that news, there was even more news dedicated to the 40k tabletop, is that by the end of November, where the Xeno races are going to have some love with their book. So it says here, before the end of November, Xenos fans will be pleased to see some of the galaxy's alien races get their own codex for the new edition, with Codex Craftworlds, Codex Tyranids, and on the back end of those two, you're going to get Codex Astra Militarum to let fans of the Imperial vast human armies create their armies from their favourite regiments. So from their favourite regiments, we can actually create armies. Now, does that mean we're going to get new models dedicated to these new armies? Because it would make sense if we actually had new models to go along with these new armies. It wouldn't really make sense if you had like all Cadians dressed up as Mordian Iron Guard. So please just give me a different variant of Imperial Guard. I beg you. I will sell you my Kidna if you give me Armageddon Steel Legion. I will give it to you so you can put it on display in Warhammer World if you give me the Steel Legion. Please, GW, please give me this. Just please give me this. So there we go. For people who keep asking when the Tyranids, when Orcs, well, sorry, not Orcs, Eldar get in their stuff. There you go. November, Eldar and Tyranid players, you're definitely getting your stuff, and of course Imperial Guard chaps, you're getting your stuff, all before the end of November. And I bet you by the end of December we'll probably have some more stuff out as well. So that's something to look forward to if you're in the tabletop scene as well. Okay, we're getting to the end of the article, but this is something which really stands out. I think this is an incredible thing. It's nothing really to do with tabletop, nothing to do with gaming at all, but it's down to people in the community of Warhammer, and I think this is really nice to reward people who are putting their effort in to just make Warhammer better for everyone. It's basically a new community medal for people. So it says here, Warhammer would be nothing without its dedicated community of hobbyists who support it. Everyone knows someone who is a hero of their hobby in their area, from a friend who was willing to run a great local club to the hard-working organisers of tournaments, painting competitions, and those who happily share their experience online for their fellow fans. Now, what it basically is that if you find someone in the community who is doing a great job for Warhammer, it could be anything, hobbyist, online, just making Warhammer better. It seems now that you can actually nominate these people to GW, and if they pass it and GW, you know, obviously investigates it and stuff like that, then they'll be rewarded with an official recognition of their awesomeness, including a medal. And the medal's now on the screen. The medal looks really nice. This is pretty cool for GW. And again, this is the new I keep going back to this point in all the videos I keep doing about this. This is the new GW. They've gone in a different direction where the community is basically involved as much as possible, and it's just great because we're basically on the inside track now in this company, seeing all this awesome new stuff, getting feedback put in and stuff like that, and I think it's incredible. I absolutely love it. I love everything from their Twitch shows, from these community postings, to just interaction on Twitter to people who are actually in the company themselves. You can actually just go on Twitter now and you can tweet Duncan and say, hey Duncan, what do you think about this paint job? And I guarantee you that Duncan will tweet back or give it a like or something like that. It's just like these little things which is just starting to make GW more special for me, and they're doing a fantastic job, and great props to them for doing all this kind of stuff. Okay, let's move on to the final point, because let's end with a bang, because this is pretty awesome as well. This is definitely for someone who enjoys painting and is probably a tabletop gamer. So let's jump in and let's look at this one. So the Citadel paint app has been spoke about quite a bit. They put something out about it, and from the video it looks fantastic. It's one of these things where you can go in, you can just get paint schemes by just even like taking pictures of like certain colours and stuff like that, and it'll match. Well, it'll try and match the nearest paint to that said colour. So it's it's getting very technical, it's getting very futuristic now, where we're going with Citadel and their paints. And now I know a lot of people don't use Citadel paints. I personally love Citadel paints. I think they've vastly improved throughout the years. I love all the kind of technical paints, the textures, all that kind of stuff, the shades. Avgrak's Earthshade is my homeboy, I'm not gonna lie. I add that to something and it's basically liquid talent for me. It makes everything 10 times better. I don't know how it works. I'm sure it's witchcraft. I will call the Inquisition. But yes, their paints are amazing. I definitely recommend people to use Citadel. I know people have their own mindset, they like their own paints, but for me, I am definitely a Citadel fanboy, so this app is going to be a godsend to me. I'm definitely going to download it, and it's free as well. It's a free app. You can do loads of stuff through it. It's very fun. So yeah, props to him for this as well, for actually putting this app out. I think it's really going to be a very successful app in the actual long run. So yeah, great job on that, GW. Alright chaps, that is me done. I'm probably going to go back to sleep because it's super early. I don't know why I'm even up at this time, but well, probably by the time you're watching this, it's probably going to be like 9, 10. So you're probably thinking, you lazy git, Ballarat, get up. So yeah, that is me. That is me done, chaps. I hope you've enjoyed the video. I hope I've brought you some information. The link to the full article is in the description. Go over and read it at your own pace and look at all the cool stuff, because there is some Age of Sigmar stuff in there, but I didn't really want to mention that because this is mainly a 40k channel. So if you want to go and check all that kind of stuff out, then it's over on the article itself. So like I said, thank you for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it, and enjoy the rest of your week, chaps. Have a good one, and I shall see you all very soon. See you now, and bye bye.